Ti Ghana yebeto aso akone saa ananso se else enya parliament a ba ko adi nkunim ye tumi ni nyina ekura no na ba ko soso bi oye minority se paye a eboa e ma man chichira memo mra ntumi no tumi di mu yie ananso se ampai na se ba ko edi nkunim a eno na ekone ni mu eno tie ne interface abre enkom no nsia na me ka say election avenue dwedi e be bro adwada biara efri nonum ekobo no nsia na ya wada nso ya sa ato aso free nonum kobo no nsia ya nwumre dwumadi aka ni nyina nso ekoso kama se de tie se da adwenkyere e de brew e brada free anadwo no wotwe ekobo no ndu no ebeba the punch eno nso ya wada na wotwe kobo no ndu ebeba democracy mimi da nwumre no so kobo no nkro enso eba ndedu abato brede na wo se e kyerɛkyerɛ nsemu e ma Ghana ni bia wote no ho ase hunu niema ekoso o maimu na ono so atimi ehunu dia obegyina so na watimi enso ato aba nti kosoro ne tie yen na hwe yen so na brepem no me test line no WhatsApp line no betudwa na obi a hwe ya na utie bia so won so wo adwenkyere bia na wo dia ba beboa sebe ya djuma ye die no so wadwenkyere ene dia won so wo ka ho no won so betimi ya beboa ama dwede so etimi akoso na sele medical aka no ebe no so nam de line no etudwa de opese wo kan bia no also send a message a ebenya bre ni akenkan ama manfo so ehunu de wo mu no bia so atenka na won so ehunu se won so ni ma ye ka no won so akere wadwen wo ho na obia so ehunu se sei ena ye kɔ no asemo asi parliament ne isi na wotwe mienu sei ya ye beto aso saa akɔ anim ana so se enye saa na rekɔ ni ma besesa ama fia ba ye beto no ya sa nkunya no hang parliament se bio se koba se bio a de de besie koba se bio a de ade na obeka se asemu a asie de asi ne ye pese ye to aso ma ekoso saa na se ni se ye to aso ma no ekoso esa na so bere no so a wonso atimi ehunu ba bi abeto aba akro ebi no moto skirt and blouse so ya ba ye to no 2020 na o man penina nado wodi nkunim pa nanso eba mrashabadwafo de no me yahodo obi ho a wodi nkunim a eba mampani de no wono wantimi ani nkunim ho mrashabadwani ugira ho ma MPP no antimi ani nkunim ho nti ekoba na saa na eno no beyeden na mampani no waba mu na ne mrashabadwafo ensoso eni ho no ebetimi aba se na sema obekọ mrashabadwafie mu no obetimi anyi obi na wo mo enso aka de ama no se okọ America memu a eho de timi ba se bia president oti akonya sokra na enye ono ne nkrofo na ewo mrashabadwo mo doso batom timi bu man na me kama pa oya Bill Clinton abreso George Bush abreso Donald Trump ba ne maye di kan nyina abreso nyina no na omunni majority in parliament but eho no so bi ya mrashabadwo ni kura no wo opposition afem na de na ban ne ye no ohun se ye a otimi ka se da bi we de me party interest beto nchen na makwa akoye de aban no so eye na ma etimi aboa oman no bado ba ye part of Ghana ye fam ha Ghana ha de a yehunu sa so komra shebedwo mu a na ade na pai mu apai mienu se ta ama obia so eye de ne party mpanifo aka chen se eno na onfa enye adwuma nti yakoba na sa na kire se oman ye die pa no yeyi eno mumu ato nchen ena de party kachire ye no eno ena yede eye adwuma sabi ne beto aso ama akoso e wo Ghana memu ana so se ye be ne den ma ye na ye hutiawa emra sisi a na ye kone ba semu egu aponso a ye ka no e be hyase na wonso ebiebie mu amwa se de 2020 results no election results sisi koye na ye wie eno nso a na afei ya ba behwe ene epese ehwe sikasem ana so man mu asetrasem ni ebusa ye ho se 2016 2020 2024 asetan mu tesɛn na Ghana for de toto nsene ni ade MPP ni ani si atoto ho a kwan na obeto aba ama no ma ye na ye ho enkomra sisi a na ekoba ye be hye dwedi no ase ne de monsam na atodwa
public. This meeting is a response to a request for a recall, first dated 22nd of October 2024, and the subsequent one dated 24th of October 2024, both pursuant to Article 1123 of the Constitution and Order 53 of the Standing Orders of Parliament. Both requests were signed by more than the constitutionally required signatories of 15% of all members of Parliament. The first request entreats the House to deliberate upon and transact urgent government business, and the businesses were tabulated, and from what we had, there were not many, just a few. The second request, dated 24th, simply added many more items for the consideration of the House. So from the initial request for us to consider 5 items, this second request added 17 more items. And this request came from the MPP members of Parliament, and it was signed on their behalf by the second Deputy Majority Whip, Honorable Alex Tete Jodubois. In fact, both requests were signed by him. Honorable members, I had, under the dictates of the provisions of the Constitution, to issue the summons for you to be here today. And I duly complied with the constitutional provision and got the administration to get the summons published to the notice of all of you. Unfortunately, the signatories who made the request have not shown up, and therefore matters that they wanted us to handle, which are admitted for the consideration of the Business Committee, are not on the order paper, and in fact there's no order paper for today because the Business Committee could not meet due to the absence of the people who requested for the recall. And as you can see, one side of the House is completely empty. In view of this, we have, as usual, got a quorum to sit, but we have no business before us to transact, because the Business Committee, as you know, they prepare a report, and this report is adopted by the House as business agreed by the House to transact during the course of the week. In the absence of that, there is no other authority that can put business before you which you have not adopted to transact. In view of the failure of the Business Committee to sit as a result of the refusal of those who requested for the recall to show up, we are compelled to once again adjourn the sitting of the House. Knowing the challenges we are facing, it is not advisable to be adjourning from day to day. And so I'll proceed once more to adjourn the meeting indefinitely. And the meeting, this extraordinary meeting, is accordingly adjourned.
Did not attend a so-called business committee meeting that they called. Who are they? When did we constitute a new committee in Parliament? I chair the business committee of Parliament, and when the clerk to Parliament asked for the business committee meeting, I was very explicit that the subject matter of the recall, which was approved by Mr. Speaker, is a very matter for consideration. So there's no need to have another business committee. Business committee is to decide on the business of the House. On this occasion, you have made an application, which application has been granted. And the items that were approved were the very things to be decided on. So I directed that the order paper should be printed to reflect all those items. Fortunately, Mr. Speaker himself read the two letters, the first one and the second one that amended the first, and indicated to the whole country that indeed our deputy majority whip, the second deputy majority whip, had actually sent those letters to him. He acknowledged him as such. Clearly, the NDC is on a warpath. They want confusion in this country. They want lawlessness in this country. And all these are being supervised by Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
It is sad. It is very sad. And I would want to entreat you, the media, to call them out, to call the NDC out, to call Mr. Speaker out. Because what is it? What at all is the issue? You have where by law that forum has the power to interpret the law. We respected Mr. Speaker's ruling in all of these. My first interview after his ruling was to the fact that aware was pending at the Supreme Court. And I will repeat the point I made a week ago. Mr. Speaker had assured me in the presence of the second deputy speaker, Honorable Amakwesiama, in his office, that in view of the pendency of the suit, although the NDC had filed that petition, which petition was mounted by Harun Idrisu, he would hear them, but will wait and abide the decision of the court. I was fair enough, I was transparent enough to have engaged him as a head of this assembly, that because Haruna had raised the issue and to avoid confusion, I was going to the Supreme Court to seek it.
This morning, at about 7 o'clock, we showed up at the business committee meeting on the 6th floor only to notice that the MPP members of the committee once again failed to show up at the business committee. I personally called the committee clerk and I was informed that she is out of the jurisdiction and no one has reached out to him, to program the business of the day. I was worried and reached out also to the MPP side and to have an indication as to what their plan is. No one responded. I am deeply worried and deeply concerned that the very people that requested for Parliament to be recalled failed to show up. Clearly, what we are seeing here is an abuse of the Constitution and the standing orders of Ghana's Parliament. The NPP Minority Caucus have indeed caused financial loss to the state and to us, the NDC members of Parliament, and to the people of Ghana. We say this because these recalls cost Ghana money. This is not the first time that they have done this. They've done this a couple of times, but we see nothing than disrespect. We call on the people of Ghana to see the behavior of the NPP and punish them accordingly. They have certainly, everything shows.
Right, election abedi soyi na wasugusu a uti na heno Kessben soyi sabri ye bedin komo na wa hede esi parliament ene beka bi kakra fa America bato no ho ne hede esi e wo parliament na afi so aba ye beto no ne ma Ghana fo gyina so de ato aba na omonso akere oma bi o keman ka bia me o medin Kofi Appiah me na dwede me no ebedie ifi sabri confirm say December 7 yebeto aba no na afi ye de hu susanso nyina abrewo iti wafide nyina ye Kessben election avenue eho na details nyina all the analysis ye nyina enso brewo ena nwumre 24 ayi no modi gmen Rura Kingsford usu ansa oye financial consultant and economist ono awoye nche wa ha ya ene bedi nkomo sara so na nanka ye kwan se Dr. Samuel Free or a senior lecturer, Kumasi Technical University College, Technical University, or Sansia Political Analysis kind of we be Kakresan Kano, ya numri, went to me, I make cat ye home. Now, so you say a queen in Robeba, na yedi and Komo Kakra. Mama Ira, Uso and Sakwaba, na in Sasapania Makwaba.
Yamadunia.
Now, where dear?
Yamanadum.
Ghana, about to never so dear. But Miss America, they know when they check a crack. Said that America about to know every person by the amount for no more car, and they say they could be. Who want to say?
Near many Jones say, Obia who is soon that level. Now Harris, we say, we Donald Trump saw for home. Now near Ahome Candy, a high dean. And this is here, America way in a way in a year way, win a year way. And why as be a currency? As a BNC. As a BNC. Obia, a see a trouble no way, Boko. In fact, on my democracy effect. But I say Trump winning until got 2020 now, when winning. Okay, can't America. Of course, by a dayera. How I ding. I can't hold you and say they are. How did they? Whoborn dog. Or the whoborn dog. What do you mean? They are Opel and Maria Juma. What do you mean? They are Opel. This is do be ana to me. Didn't know Yatoba National any Peno. How did Maria Juma them day after Trump winning? You know, Opiatiasi. They did. Life must go on. Like I said about the bad life. I see other 7 see. I was 10th on the 11th. The best near movie. A seer also be a good traffic of Biagina home. After all, up a drum movie. You talk by a pedrum for Blackway. A pedrum, oh, ya pedrum moye, so, how to say, and then we say, we are a higher cry. We are, you trade him the young body at other man, and nobody here. Even though Cassa, the SC Americans and so Ghana, so I don't know. And 100%. Okay. You near system, no. And no system is different. On my democrats were 200 years in yeah, and I'm 30 years. Do you have ammonia mano, Amodiano, Elivoti Bemu, Obi Cotton and Temcoy, I have been as a. The system no, oh, casse, what a yano 50 sale, I see one tea, a business are, yeah, possible. And possible. Because here, Tambe crown or barn or crabs of a prey. And no, 100 days, Granny. 80 years, we I shall say the dada, where shall say the dada, and 2 years no, add to one, a year. Ghana had the busy. And there are 7 busy. 7 busy. See, Ghana abattoir. Ye ni man tamahood will be a
omoto omaba edema MPP.
Yeah.
Ena woman so a oto omaba edema NDC. So here election results for 2020 now. We have screen so a. Obo say 2020 abato no. Your mantamwa NPP winning ye. Ashanti region, Half region, Central region, Eastern region, Northeast region, Bono region, and then Western region. Inti mantam mako insia.
Wow.
Ghana mantam dunsia no. Imunsia ena MPP ewini ye. Afiyehwe NDC so e. NDC so mantam a ewo Ghana memo no. Emu mako edu. Uti region, Upper West region, Western North region, Volta region, Savannah region, Northern region, Upper East region, Bono East region. And they can home. But MPP for the end of win the no isano. Okay, come manu bomwa. Echa the NDC for editing kunimunu. And this year compare results are a buy no. Onu say mantam kakra bi na MPP di nkunimo ho. What the kwa America memo ho no on the electoral college votes e dey adwuma. America de yemfa popular votes no dodo na etoma awo no mantam bia o figure bi e di ase nanim. Nti say figure se ne keka bomu a no aye mampene nti wetima nya dodo so meto ama wo popular votes no but na electoral college votes no ama wentimi eni nkunim. Nti so we figure se e wo screen no so no a with that regions kakra bi na MPP nyaaye no omo kambo mu edi BT NDC ewo 2020 abato no mu Sara so na 2016 so na etie 2016 crowd in fact na mantam ne edu na nye edu nsia na 2020 na beye edu nsia nti NDC timi win regions dodo na so regions no ho ma no ya na eyen kete Upper West Upper East any Uti region no okay come man bomu a kakra bi na the driving force ade ma MPP din kunim no abegina Ashanti region so Ashanti region 2020 about no MPP enya more than 1.7 million Ashanti region MPP nya 1,795,824 1,795,824. NDC ma umunya na Ashanti region no around 563,000 NDC the umunya na Ashanti region no it is our NDC ma umunya na Ashanti region no every day MPP nya yimu a catchire be 1.2 million votes MPP dey BT NDC wa Ashanti region ha. It is a NDC ko win Oti region, Northern region, Savannah region, Bono East region, Upper West region, Upper East region, Kranwa. The only chain MPP ho no kan nyina bomwa. Na Ashanti region manon kwa no na etimi ya cancel NDC for edie nyina. I guess for the other behwe na ye di nkomo kakra hwe. Traditional regions no they said America for the just anatie na Ghana higher regions na enyina fa akono we be say Central region and Greater Accra region but bear 2 elections in no NDC win Greater Accra region ni mienu nyina afi sa na be ya na Central region there e ka be say omotoma ope na chese wadi nkunim aba ye to no 2020 no na do win presidential no e was Central region Beba parliament mrasema for NDC for BT you know inti ehon so de ehon esitie eno no na ye di ehon komo na yahwe eniema emasa regions no omunyina faako na omtoko bonkum etimi tuko nifa abato obia mu se na maka Central regions omtoma wa we kan na Greater Accra kan say no enka ho bio this one as Ashanti region so we say aye kure MPP ni NDC for mo ba Ashanti region ha pa penifo no we benna we ko we say sade no mo hu Yet your move.
Sir, oh yeah, politician, now on for figures near Juma. Wow, because NDC say at least Omunya be even 800 to 1 million. Omowi. Enti omo target nyina so ya Ashanti region. And the one who say I was say omo na enti wa ha no more campaign adwuma den sana be omo to increase omo vote no. Because Ashanti region twa be more than 4 regions. So omo to a. Enti say
2020 grad twa 9 regions.
Who line on hono ko a emwo ne mum who hia vote to kase bi free ha to support hono ansana enti enyawa wan say Ashanti ye hotspot. Obia wa ha. But omia be there 2 weeks and no concran. And ajo basaba. It 2 weeks or 2 weeks because I kaka crab ni ato ba nti ahodi bia wo say otimi yema asandefo etseboto no oye. Because say on trauma MPP on trauma NDC. Automatically one trauma MPP or trauma NDC. Because NDC will get more. And the kwan bia so I was a frag bella no and then in Kofo nyina kabom na mutimi my ni gise ebe trouble no. And now one nyina say nyina bia ankoto MPP. That's their target. So that they can get more. Komnya more charges nyina mu. And nyamre osoro na soro no ya chempe e osoro. It is hanu kwa na chempe bo hodia na afa ama MPP for. The target is a high there. You strong go di. Into my engagement wa. And it will be our hano. And this one break. Because they want more vote. And before you break, they want more vote. So na ya other regions no empo wo nyompa. Na we know anything. Achum. Do money abre no.
Every other region say central region no more omono enyina fa. Central region say to skirt and blast pa. Na do win presidential no ho. Ba oba parliamentary na NDC vo nyankonya ndodo e de echen MPP for. Who say the intia?
About parliamentary no a local base. And in Makona Ojina ye no a factor. In fact, we incumbent do be never be kutia. Because obi ya tutiano because wanko adore.
Obi friend adore.
Wanko onya daje ma adore nti ne tutiano. The local ba you know consensus no a enemy bre na koso. Ebi mpa na wo MP no onkwa yi oba Ashanti a ye yi pa ne pe oba tebu ye bebre gu ho card bebre gu ho o ma local person odi who ye no obo na yi obo ne san in fact a Honda red benefit benya free ho but one ma ana obi onye ono ope no e bae ono na ya aye sayon fo bi sem nya yi we ba ma yi o de MP de wa ma enti akodono wotomo no the local one there ya na the factor no den but agufo adunya more because of free SSS.
Okay,
because obienya benefit and up to now obi is benefiting up to now and about two way is also going to play a factor.
Okay,
in fact ye obi mu a sanya eno a and can about to go school. In fact, the animal no ye brepa. Secondary school, you could do and son a 12 fees. You could pa, you could do and say 12 fees. Neneno, Paconiama, na Tonyama free one ya. Nanin you say. It is a free chasers of the say, we must say, but Mahomba Buguno. Because on the buy, we'll see a dear chassis and the massa. Play na say no because say wa o tra hono butia but go so wa wie sabe enua no mo nkrase no o ma enjoy no o koto mo a they will tell you
but NDC for say ade no e ka wo mpa afra ba say e free no niam a obetoto ne ade nti kura na kura bebre ntimi nkonti enye free sa
ofa ni etua fees ni ento tamani etua fees ni ento ye to ye go tua fees na we what to no tua fees a enye free sai ene ma wo go to ko die wo ko wa na ko die wo go to gara ko di ko to sugar ko di chobos I got I don't name gum trunk I don't tell guma and no person upon tomorrow dabi I don't dear whoever say I don't tell you free a caro dear a woman dada ye was a school and ye to books ye ton tadia or put your books are free me kai me bako fufrono no omuko no your mama school never man be a name more a fence folic acid
Okay.
because of humanity every month be a name folic acid for free enti ano de obi obeka say enu ntini board no opa yemfa fees mra ene ma bototo enti de na chese na free e kano de ayawofo parta also play
Okay.
wo ye wofo a wo dim ka so wawo na wawo saa dabi wo be ko school ni pabo abeto ne socks boto tata de boto how kwa de na kwa finishing and kwata de ko be free but ye wo outing bi a so to ano de ye normal say you to feel so say you to feel so e normal say of boto enti free de me mbako bi me mam yenu na wie I didn't pay dime o school mo the ban is PTSO ye mo school no e mia moto mia wolele and no crown and co school accounts won PTA no accounts we pay straight to the PT accounts and who I say the board day e was say 21 there upon here no there the TN say abade there e free and one say pakoniama na go to school asa
right
matters about that so there one and go to man for tomatoes man no go that so
right
but that can there me say free
right why you be a sikasem na wabi mu pa yemra the economy sikasem no ni so we advert be brave e won TV so you say advert no we here na we aye we dey the accountant we say dokono ye tono to they say dokono 20 Ghana o na we so aba ma me to dokono to os dey be dokono 20 Ghana if the fundamentals are weak the exchange rate will expose you e ho advert e koso pass is ya na nyagro
yes
so we semwa MPP kan ye 2016 na abedu nei NDC for chese say no fundamentals na omokra kan was no mo nka bio because dollar no a move from 4 cedis edu 17 cedis any ade aba ye betoi adwuma wo ye nti no sikasemanfo ba wo nchen bebre pa wo ya Ghana fo a omu sikasemu omutimu sisi ombegina so akase da bi na MPP maaye no na ye chen ene anase na ye chen da no nti no ombeto aba ma MPP ana NDC say na from the financial point of view
Nindi kanga say statement of union baumia make say fundamental tasks are weak no there's exchange will expose you no still exist and it is still true your fundamentals are still weak and inti and exchange rate no expose you no
okay
globally baby I ding but a bit dear chebi yeah they are kosoro because your fundamentals are weak no efa aye abanhye ya afitete aba yenye ya dwe say ye solve the fundamentals no as a cosmetics no ye katakata so but o kata so wa ede ya ebe you o kata so de ya ebe you because fundamentals are weak fundamentals be ni sen Ghana ha yemfa enema miensa pa Ghana ne produce awe yenya bi ya fa fidie mu aye yenya ne ya de ne di ade awe yenya bi
nyina ye kra
in the fundamentals no weak ba enne kra na ekue more everything is imported and our import wa onfa cedis or the dollars
and ebekra
into the cedis ebeka dollars and how sha ye ho economic terms bi kakra bi say demands no increase here by all means price because so more money more demand the demand be here because until demand chase dollar no so no automatically because ana yɛn produce hwee ɛmfa ntu kwan na nya dollar bɛhyɛm
Tell now the qua.
What the kwa when dollar ba
Uhia niema na de sa dollar ne kɔ.
Yɛde bi
Ye kɔ yenya niema ne bi kɔ. But I say see at see record trade surplus.
Yet how much?
Because no omo kɔtɔ omo
Difference is saying. Everybody cry is saying demand for a month on fuel. Abani I just got to
dollar de kɔ kra fuel.
Fuel a month. Yeah, body actually I just got to a month now you the same figure. Emma. The boy say Bosun so ya pet kabebre ya okra oil. Na anam said air door sunti. Na ton e manu nya bi. Ti se yoko aya manga unya dollar nto. Wa ko alaba unya dollar to.
Ka buchi wa. Bi o.
Jisa Ghana.
Ko abuchi wa jisa buchi o.
Alaba
unya bi ama o.
Enti fundamentals e week no ebini no.
And no say
dollar woni pansam
we say ba say oba obema dollar no gina.
But you say ma kan baby say what the dollar share if you don't me kan say if you don't me kan ho.
Aye.
Say what the dollar aye politics e be you.
Be you.
What the fuel aye politics e be you. Na say me de what the galamsey ye politics be you.
What the galamsey abeka ho
e be you. And you we den e be you. Because dollar no when you control so fuel when you control so enti what say ne me ba benja made sia opa he o omo ka dollar koso nyina no politicians no why na be so ba me dollar baba say me say 17 me ba 10 odo bi ankan adentia
ala so about over 10 cedis also do over 5 cedis cry so dollar beba 5 cedis
well e ya balance ma but 70 hey omaye ni mui emma from da enti obi antim hyebo se me ba mete so nemum akosoro na ye take advantage at politics media kan bia me na me pray abaka so me ba no ba 10 ne amake wo ne la to twem teten na twem obi se me ba mete fu so drastically metodo drastically ewe eteodo obi increasing rather a chew say Sandy Modia policy be you. Oh, Sandy Modia a play my own tree, you know. And then my young crab air carbon inflation, I 22.3 now. Imported one is 16.3.
Just a near my crab banner.
Aha,
my name about
boy, Dano
out of
22, 16.3. Yeah, imported.
So if you want a local inflation,
yes.
I see.
20 whoever I buy you say or buy politics. Oh no problem. Ebi I am timamfo de ebetuma je tum atomo. I'm telling you within 1 year
Oba
but to kankan.
I see.
My will say yes our IMF program.
I see.
Enti when de ho sa. And the boss I omo hye bebrebe no. Mama ya ntwe boas ye ntie ne ye because on ne ho sa and they say one timi an solve sa fundamentals no a kan na person che obi e baka say ye me ba emu ye nkra mu bio obi antumi kan me mba bro ye mfa bro kwa no bi be di ade o ya obi antumi kan. These are things we are want ye be say a from ho na amuna ye dollar be bere ko kra no ya teso me ba poultry go funu no metwem obi antumi kai na kama concentrate more on your local poultry ni awe ya de ni agro ya de obi antumi kai but do no can because situation no I see wo we are seeing na be ka Ghana nti e no mo ka ba sem no say enye mresa so beye. Because your fundamentals are still weak, and it will take us not more than 20 years to settle.
20 years?
Yes.
Asana
dollar say shenema. Also the be like free senior high say. In your impact no. The next 5 years, the next 10 years, and our tears send ya de papa Singapore no more education. In fact, so we go school, the thinking, the reasoning, different beyond go school cra, sabe. And it will be a course kakra, at least senior high, abe basic no, or be a chumwa, or Casano or Resina, different.
Different from Sanko.
Yes. And the one shade be a kakra na Ghana no, your problem say, you need to wait.
Well,
I don't count. And now, yeah, type of politics is why I say, me ba, ni wa no. What watching? You need developer policy be at the wa. Ebia ke policy developer policy that say, ye free kwedie. 2 years when you buy ye, 3 years when you buy ye, 4 years, and this year 40 years. No, people decay 20 years, and this be no 40 years, and people have about 20 years. Eti behind the echo. You should have a development plan that you move. But I'm saying the BNT. And I have 2 parties on the door. Eti mbade oye na yeno eyekra mojato. Na me twense me me die na makase me na me ye sei. Because what about tag me? Some nye hwe. Eti me twen na me die, wo die no ne ka ho. O ba no be ye. Hwe ka bo oba also sakoshase. Any a problem. It the main to me say fundamentals ni. Sanka ebe ye pa dia. At least one could go 8 when you're 16 years. No go no ko. No usoba. 16 years here ni o hye no. Obe sha manam anyini.
Na wasa bia no. Obo na a piki ni ehun say afide
me camera bi tama na man ma share na gold dey wono ye dey. Gold ye dey. Me ko check na Ghana gold na 7 tons.
Gold na ewo nyina.
The whole gold dey wo nyina from Kwame Nkrumah pencil be 7 tons. And check and am say abanya so they will start buying gold. Now you chum 80 ye ko America was so much. In fact, on backbone our dollar here is good. Magana ni bi.
UK so be say idea nyina akogwo.
Yes. It me if I buy we you, no baby you, we should not play with gold. We should not. In fact, say you gold and ka dollar ka chum 30. I'm telling you. Now abana you say okay. So oh yeah foreigner, who you want now all the kwa.
Ka obesa dollar di
akwa. First car my.
For citizens no my.
My. If you got gold. Open my gold no pay be ton na dollar man. So the dollar cry ho no o meje nko.
Na je say udi gold na.
Yes.
Wo di akwa akọ.
O ba koton. O mbe so a ye be ton gold no. Na dollar man. So that ye dollar kakra nya no. I won kire no. And it's good policy.
Okay.
If you don't take care, I will say will be a baby at Twasso.
Okay.
But you name whoever will come. So much Twasso and I want Twasso. But it's good. Hey, I never want Ghana. Ghana. Say about folk a cry. I mean what to cry is good.
Yeah, good.
Go we have it.
I was afraid now here na uti election avenue dwumadie eso ne de bra wo Kessben eso ina agama mum saw say enema bay wa education a phrase je so enema bay aka na ugiri say afi Ghana fo be nyina so atoba
e mano de bebre no ade bibi e bi mo dwene ombotom o si no botom bo de searching botom a empie ski mu form de bi na bi gina so atoba se munisika skani no botom entina de we slogan na ko fo slogan no asaba
okay
hwastem ne toba but ni nyina say dwene say ai why ne betu abo me dache me about to be about to dey fine who wins I don't care because so when here na manya adwumade na I will not chop
okay
so manya adwumade na me ma na me yere ye didi ndem say ye pa adwuma ma ebinom but dem person come kwa no mo ye de yie ama ye
okay
and the people are looking at education. Yes, economy is playing, but economy is not number 5. Oh, all research is about the economy is number 5. Aquine education the kind they go to aquine, they go to hospitals, health, and sana economy about. They are telling say, or mamma no, and who say yes, I'm trying to hold ye, but some institution member, meeting the papa at na.
Yarenam
Quite Sabia, na Yamamia. That's and they play key.
At my house.
Yes.
Yes,
Juma. I can make it.
Okay.
The economy there, but it's not number 5.
I see.
It is a dress economy one now the year or compare what we are. Because Obi wa baby ne kwan de kodu krom no ohia no. Say kwan ama na we. In fact, me to cross na me de achima wura mafuo mu akotwa board de bo pesi a wo kono na don't care. Me nim de free for economy
bibia o mayi mu ba.
Me economy ka me fa ho. Na mom e kwan a me de me ne fa so beton na me dwene ho. Say ye wi a, officer okay.
Okay.
And they look at health, education, economics coming account here, but you're on 5. And some yakare totos riding. Then people look at relationship. MP no quite on fast on it on your try. Some people need MP near 3 year. Basically, you gain it.
Okay.
But every MP, who go shemwa, just say, in film you know, as I know, will be MP.
Okay.
Because MPD, I was a Cadebia about constituency. Who there, but check come a wave and go. People still have that relation with you. But you're too much weird, some, and two, you won't grab you a montemo. Now, what's have a be more? Near no preno, or you're free minded, be on my so because I say, MPB, our MP, or no coy, or Jamanchi, or you be one Jaman. Because, or Pempino, all the way. But one Pinibia cannot come now. That way. Or jump by Jamano, or Nanya Yankofa. And about one a year, be brewa, a bit influence on Mokoto.
Okay.
Oh, Charlie tomorrow, Moyadi, Asa. Oh, Mimi Cotoman and Cotomano. Sadibimiano, Buha on the already. Oh, bin Nakato Yankoto. Now you're quite tomorrow.
Okay.
What Tomano? And the relationship are MP, one no man for being a here.
Okay. Yeah, ebra no nti yemfa no nsi amesa subsequent editions e benya bre na ya take issues no one by one na nya bre aka ho asem quickly ye had the SC parliament na watwe mienu ene the SC in the day na yemfa comedy no bre we no speaker a press conference was there is no constitutional crisis but the ne SC parliament kire say our legislature is in chaos. If you say Speaker Ntimi Nchirim say women na majority and a women na minority. In the ama omo ani enim so be minority no. Omo say omo na ye majority. Omo ka kwatra majority afa. Majority for so omo mpento kwenti. Sa na tie dia omo nkochi ma okra. 1 month to election. Yeah, I was here prepare interim budget e be he o man no 3 months di kan wo next year mu. We mu nyina intimi nye. The SC Rashabajon because hang parliament mu palm you know. I go no say.
I hope. In fact, I'm hope my Ghana and I didn't say. Timon who implication one no so.
Okay.
There's so many more. Can't be so much jado mo. Now if I were with Timon for no, I'll punish some of them. I'll punish them. The way is on call for. Who should I near Edging and say, oh, you know, my Ghana. They all think about their party. And as you need the beer or parliament, no leadership. That's how I see it. A queen so much to me, a babbing and a bit to me as one.
Okay. So they leader of the house.
Now, did you lead a ye? To lead a ye? Lead a ye? Asema ba. We are so Ghana, a hono. Obia the BHE. Ofa President Dikan, Vice Aba, na Babi Aba, and Sana Chief Justice Aba. Should say be anywhere, say the corner. About constitutional, yes, so much room in the Supreme Court. About order, in fact, when they give order, even number one president cannot say I won't comply.
And you cry, it me too.
It me too.
Go to Article 2. No?
So what is happening? One, ego. And on a this parliament. Now, OBH, NDC, MPP, Baba so Trinity, a man on a sofa. Loans are a free, a Baba born minor.
I see you too, $250 million.
That is why the dollar beginning to rise.
Okay.
If this continue, if this speculation will set in and dollar begin to rise. Oh, I don't want you won't say a lot of implication on money so. Because our dollar says can buy a dollar kicking a day akufom. 10 bia no set tranche be ba from IMF no. Then Maya
na dollar na peja.
Dollar side peja speculation.
Okay.
When I say no, speculation will set in and dollar begin to rise. And dollar rise a yent for no and a and your MPs no and the babin.
Yo. Yent memofo ne ebre and your MP for no any babin. And into koto aba so beto for a hang parliament. Say a moon pie, you know, say new dear wing. And I saw to a nipa no, said your mamma now to a manua, who to a man rush up your knee, said about me now to a manua, who to a man rush up your knee, said by ya do be winning, no, winning convincingly and handsomely. Because the member who no parliament will hold the therefore, I'm why a brandunti, a honey besia. Uncle Irasipi said a tons of fro now by in him say, yes, subsequent editions, when you bread. Then some are canning in no, ye de abre iPhone T4. Election aven sunye, the munina sabre, ye jemo na yakofa kankasi bono, ewo radio so. Ready a king in a inch, in abe premo, Yadamunina ase, Yami Adma, Obesign, any SHPU. Yakramo.